Hi gang, I'm back in the garage. It's Monday. Been a very busy weekend. If you saw the last video, I talked about how we were going to take off and go up to Stanton with the hardtop and run the pure stock drags and come back Saturday night, clean the car, and then take it out to Edsel Design at the Edsel Ford Estate for a concours. So it was going to be a lot of driving, racing, cleaning, and showing in one weekend. And so we thought we were prepped and ready to go. Friday morning, got up, fired up the hardtop. If you saw the end of the last video, it ended with my test drive. And we had just done some work on it, took it out, everything ran good. Came home, parked it for the night, fired it up Friday morning, made it about 3 miles from home, and it started missing. And decided to turn around and come back. Got about 7 miles from home, and it just died completely. So we had some problems with that. Was able to fiddle with it on the road. I was able to advance the spark quite a bit to get the thing to run. Nothing was loose, distributor wasn't loose, but for some reason the spark was just all over the place. Limped it home, hooked a timing light to it, and spark timing mark was jumping, 15-20 degrees up and down like crazy. And put a voltmeter on the coil, put a voltmeter on the electronic ignition module, and both were getting steady 13-volt feeds. So something wasn't going right. Obviously the distributor was tight when I went to reset the timing. Pulled the cap off. It's a window Delco distributor. The rotor was still on correctly. Springs for mechanical advance were on correctly. So the only thing left in that equation was the electronic module. So we needed to get the car running so we could get it to the Edsel Design show. So I pulled the electronic module out. The coil that went with that, I always buy those in sets. And then because I'm a pack rat, like many car guys, from previous projects, I have a lot of old coils, points, condensers, all that stuff. So I decided I'm just going to convert this thing back to the basics, and did put a used set of points in it, condenser, standard coil, put it back on the resistor wire for the voltage feed, fired it up. It purred like I was saying, I tend to keep used parts off of past projects, so I had a nice selection of coils to go through, a couple condensers, point sets. I just file them, polish them, and have them ready to go, so in case I need them. I want to be a little bit better than that, so I did go ahead and purchase brand new Delco coil and points and condensers. So I'm going to update the hardtop. Actually, these are going in the convertible. I have to order the same parts for the hardtop. I'm just putting everything back to points. The convertible's going into a parade here in another week, as well as the truck. So we're going to freshen up the convertible today. But this same set of parts, I'm going to order another set. Will go into the hardtop, and then that car will probably be done for the season. I purred like a kitten. So for whatever reason, my electronic ignition was working, and boom, just quit. And very frustrating. So we wound up missing the drags, missed hanging out with our friends, but we were able to whip the car back in shape and get it down to the Edsel Design show. So we've got a couple videos of that, just kind of show you what the show field looked like. We did have a big surprise. We came back from lunch and found a ribbon on the car and found out we had won first place in our class, which was a total shock to us. Very pleased, very surprised and happy. So we got to do the pass and review and got to park the car in front of the Edsel Ford mansion and take some pictures. So here's some video and some photos of all of that. Brian Butler's 57 Golden Hawk just took first at the National in Indianapolis. Lots of gorgeous Packards out here. So we're sitting in line right now getting ready to go through the pass and review, and these are some of the winning cars. Of course, there's ours. Our friends in the Kaiser Darren, and we got a dual Gia. So a lot of fun. We should be going through pass and review in a couple minutes. Nice shot of some of the show field. And of course, Robin, always visiting, always friendly. So it's been a great day.
Convertible that was decorated in three-tone. It was a very successful car. This guy drag races this car regularly and wins trophies.
Yeah, we usually run the pure stock drags, and we were supposed to be there yesterday. We had ignition problems, so we had to scramble, come home, fix the car so we could be here today, but a lot of fun.
Nice job. Thanks for bringing it. It was just before Studebaker kind of went under, and it had a very expensive means of construction, a hardtop construction, which refers to the fact that obviously when you lower the back window, there's just this giant opening, so it's called a hardtop convertible construction. It's a very nice car. Unfortunately, Studebaker didn't survive, and it's kind of a sad thing to see it not surviving. But thanks for bringing it.
This car is owned by Neil and Robin Laughlin from Woodville, Michigan, and 64 Studebaker. Thank you. Sponsored by Val.
It really gives me I come from a funny little town in Oregon, come to Detroit, like this. A lot of people know me for the Jay Leno tank car. That's the car that really put me on the map. And I call myself an automotive artist because what I'm trying to create are full-size sculptures that you get to drive.
Lots of nice Studebakers here.
Fully functional pieces of art that actually look.
Nice 59 Lark.
Thank you, Bob, for bringing this up.
A lot of nice Studebakers here. Very sharp Avani. And one of my favorites, 64 Daytona Wagonaire. This is a nice little wagon. And it's got the cool sliding rear roof. So this is the award we got. I thought we just got the ribbon, but we get this nice award as well. So really been a fun day. So this is going to go through the parade. We're going to take a distinguished alumni. Our local librarian is going to be riding in it, and Robin gets to drive that. And then I'll be in the pickup truck, and we'll be using that for our local food bank. We put banners on the side and like to promote the local food bank. So maybe we'll get a little bit of video of that, but always fun to get the cars out. So I've been, again, delinquent, stealing parts off of one to get the other one going, but hopefully before the end of the season I'll have everything running independently. So I'll get back to work on this and we'll show you the final result. Just one more comment on the electronic ignition. I don't want to sound like I'm down on those things. I've had 4 units in cars through the years. I've put between 10 and 30,000 miles on them. This is the first time I've had a hiccup. I know everybody's results may vary. My personal choice now is I'm taking them out. I'm going back with points. I can put a meter on points and check them and understand exactly what's going on. What bothered me the most, and it's making me make the switch, is that I had no warning that something was going wrong. I'm planning a busy weekend with 2 shows and a lot of driving, and 7 miles from home, everything without warning shuts down, and I just can't have that. And with points, I can throw a set of points in and be back on the road in minutes. So that's why I'm taking them out, but like I say, I've had good use out of them on many vehicles. I still have them in one of my cars, an electronic module. In fact, it's the first one I ever converted, and it's running good. I'll probably have to think about what I'm going to do there, but by the end of this week, I'll have all the Studebakers converted back to points. So just didn't want to leave the impression that anything negative about them, just it's my personal preference on taking them out. So just a heads up.